Oh, little love, survive. I dry the tears from your eyes. Just don't let a good thing die. Well, honey, you know I've never lied to you.
Well, people dems. So I've just watched Angelina Jordan absolutely murking Stay. And it's one of my favourite songs as well. I really genuinely love that song. That was a real treat. So the next one I'm going to jump into is her singing Suspicious Minds. And I didn't know whether to find like an old version or a new version or whatever version. So I've just clicked on like the first one I can see that's got like a lot of views. Now she does look a little bit older in this. So that's quite exciting actually, because it's nice to see. Okay, so now she's got a bit more of a handle on her instrument, like because obviously like when she was younger, it's just like I don't know how many people watch anime, so that the analogy I'm probably going to use is probably going to be a great one, but it's like when, or I guess any superhero movie, right? When someone is born like as a mutant, right? It's got these special powers like laser beams at the eyes, or control the weather, or run really fast, but they don't know how to control it yet because it's just raw power, right? I feel like her skill set has always been able to like navigate her power quite well. Do you know what I mean? In terms of what she can do with it, but naturally, like the older she gets and the more mature she gets, she's gonna just hone that in and hone it in and hone it in and hone it in and hone it in, and it's gonna become even like unfathomably amazing, I imagine. So for me, it is quite exciting watching some of her older stuff, just seeing, okay, so what now? So I think this was like 11 months ago, maybe a year ago. So let's see what it's saying. This is quite pretty. Are we going for English tea? Cole McCarthy. It's very artsy. Ooh.
Oh, little love, survive. I dry the tears from your eyes. Just don't let a good thing die. Well, honey, you know I've never lied to you. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I say, we can go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. If an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can see the tears are real, I'm crying. suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, little love survive. I'll dry the tears from your eyes. It's don't let a good thing die. When, honey, you know I've never lied to you. Oh, yeah.
I could have had another 2 minutes of that. Like literally, she just. Did you see how I shut up? did you see how I shut up? She shut me the hell up. Wow, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like star quality, man. She opened her mouth, and from the first 2 seconds, I was just like, she is a star. She is a star. She's an absolute star. And the thing is, I know that there's probably going to be, as there always is when it comes to any artist really, there's going to be people that aren't fans or don't really get it. I feel quite lucky in that I do. Like I've gone out the, I mean, this got 4 million views. Like I'm out the habit now of like trying to convince people about anybody, about anything, because realistically, like, you know, people like what they like, people don't like what they don't like, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, like that, again, it's not about like, again, you know, the only way I can make my point is trying to compare what her vocals are in comparison to other people that I enjoy. So that's like a Beyonce or a Gabrielle. Like it isn't about like, because she does riff and run as well. She does riff and run, but it's so like, it's so soft and airy how she does that. Like she's got that power as well, but she doesn't rely on that. That's not what her vocals are about. It's a lot more tender. It's a lot more it's hard to explain because they are both tender as well. She just has an ability that when she does her singing, it makes me stop and pay attention. I don't know how else I can really describe it other than that, because she is completely different to any of those artists, but those artists still are able to demonstrate those qualities as well. I guess it's the same, but it's different, is the best I can really say. It's the same, like, in terms of what I feel, like, but it's completely different in how she gets me there. I'm not doing a very good job explaining what I mean here. All I'm saying is she's sick. She's really, 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 really awesome, and her ability to kind of just, as I say, just shut things down and make you just pay attention to her. Like I'm absolutely transfixed. I'm absolutely just transfixed by this young lady. Like just, you know, that was such an artistic video. I love how it was kind of made up. At first I was like, oh, we're going for tea, scones and tea. But nah, instead we went to this chandelier boutique with like this old dusty piano, which wasn't dusty at all. And like lots of like really nice like mirrors and like other spangly shiny things. And you've got like all these cute little tiny babies, just I don't know whether that's meant to be like a representation of her when she was younger, but either way, like it was just, and I can see, because I can see some other reactors and stuff, I can see why people may have cried at that, because it does seem like a deeper, more heartfelt rendition of that song. Definitely, I mean, as I've just said, I'm not one to kind of discount an original because there's a quality in an original. But for me personally, because I don't have that affinity to the original song, I definitely like preferred that version to the original. Personally, I just think she's She's beyond amazing, man. She's beyond amazing. To me, at least, anyway. Like, to me, I could literally have her on and listen to her all day. Like, I could. Like, and in this vein. Do you know what I mean? Like, not trying to belt out Patti LaBelle or whatever. Although there is, I did see Etta James, so At Last. I bet her At Last is really good. Do you know what? Do you know what? I actually only going to do these two, but I'm gonna do At Last as well. So, right, thank you for watching this with me. As always, I really appreciate it. I'd love to know what your thoughts were about this song. Or what was your favourite part of the song? How does this compare to other songs that you've heard from her? And to the original as well. I'd love a version that was like even longer than. I mean, the whole video was 3 minutes 54 seconds. That's pretty standard by today's. Oh, is that her singing this? 10th of July 2022. Multi-camera edit. It's 5 minutes and 50 seconds long. I may need to check that at some point. But yeah, I'm going to watch At Last. But yeah, thanks for watching. Again, do drop me a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this. And yeah, man, I've got Patreon as well, so you want to head over there, because this will be on Patreon before it comes to YouTube. Yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.